Consider supporting Sonicguru Productions on Patreon for just $1 a month. Link below in the description. Anyway, let's get on to the first topic, which people have requested. Is all the news of Sonic the Hedgehog since the trailer. And Jesus Christ, every day since has been something new.
Yeah, I'll say this about the movie: it's definitely not been slow in terms of shit to talk about.
That's quite on character, really. So, okay, let's go list down what happened. Firstly, the movie has a PG rating.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, this is like cartoon violence and all that. So what can you do?
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be mostly visual violence, nothing too graphic.
Yeah, well, people get hurt in explosions. Okay, and I'm pretty sure a lot of kids grew up watching the fucking Terminator. So,
oh boy.
The Japanese and English release trailer for people call it Baby Sonic, but it's not a Baby Sonic. It's Toddler Sonic.
All right. Well,
or Child Sonic, whatever.
Yeah,
it's
funny.
Fucking adorable.
Well, that's funny because, again, I remember when the news broke out of the film, one of the things they suggested, one of the things that leaked out was supposed to be there was going to be a young version of Sonic. And I remember us talking about, was this the key thing of, is he born in our world, created in our world, or is he coming from his own thing, which we now know the truth is his world as a kid and possibly some of the character we've yet to see on the screen.
I wouldn't be surprised. I think I mentioned this before as well, how I wouldn't be surprised if the initial script had him as a test subject. Like Robotnik made him, and it's like, oh, he escaped and somehow has superpowers.
Exactly.
like they did with the original script for Michael Bay's Turtles film.
Yeah, well, one version of it later on. I mean, this is back when it was still aliens, and they ditched that whole thing because, that's wrong. Aganoids and angry fans.
Yeah. Did we mention how originally Paramount didn't really care about the design?
Well, that's been the whole conceit, really. Ever since the redesign, the question has been who was exactly responsible for it, and I think it's been back and forth between, Sega, Paramount.
Well, the report was that Paramount didn't care about the design; like just go for a realistic design. I don't know why I'm stumbling on my words. I really don't. I keep repeating myself. So they didn't care. All they wanted was a general audience reception. Because Transformers and Turtles, their design came out fine. I think I did mention this during the initial redesign release trailer.
I think we
did.
I mean, the way I saw it was basically, I put it this way: if you took a general audience, I mean, I think the general audience for the first trailer was basically, that's a bit weird, and then it was met with basically horror, evil, the worst thing in popular culture since, oh god, pick and mix at this point from Star Wars, Ghostbusters, and all other shit.
Yeah, they didn't care. They just wanted the general audience reaction, and the general audience said, "Fuck this noise." So that's why they pushed it back. They didn't care about the fans. They don't care about the fans. Even though the fans are the ones who are going to fucking see it.
Yeah, but this is the thing. This is what I mean by that. Is basically, I think the question of the general audience were kind of going, this is a bit weird and I don't care. And then the backlash of, oh God, all these crazy people online are chatting.
Yeah. There's been several TV spots showing new clips and such. The problem with these TV spots and trailers is they don't use the exact quotes from the scene. It kind of annoys me. It's just like, it doesn't line up. Why does it sound odd? Well, of course, they just keep picking choosing. What else came out? The theme song called Speed Me Up was leaked.
Yeah, the music, the official song and music video to go along with it.
I have not seen the music video. I've seen screenshots and it looks like, good God, I thought this was a ROM hack of someone's self-insert persona. I was like, no, it's an official music video. Did no one, and to quote a tweet I saw, did no one hire a fucking pixel artist? Did you just kind of select? Did you just rotoscope someone's face and just hit the fill icon?
Well, I've seen it, so I can say a bit more what the video is. I mean, they play it off as obviously somebody picks up a cartridge of the Sega Genesis version of Sonic and plays it, and of course they insert the Sonic 1 look. And throughout the video, they have them digitized into the game, and they do certain little bits and bobs.
I thought that was again. I thought that was a fan hack. I thought it was someone just did or someone did some screenshots of such. It's like no, that's a real music video. Someone actually animated this, and the theme song is done by Wiz Khalifa, Ty Dolla Sign, Lil Yachty, and Suiko the Child. So Suiko the Child.
I think it's safe to say. It's safe to say I've never heard of these people. I've never heard of them.
I've seen people say. I don't follow music, but I know who these people are. It's like I don't know who the fuck these people are.
Yeah, so if you hear first,
I'm a general audience when it comes to music. I like what I like, and right, I think it's Panic at the Disco has a new song out. I have heard it so many fucking times. I hate it. And it's also another song that came out, and it sounds like the actress or song vocal. She sounds like Shell from Road to El Dorado.
All right.
It gives me a headache.
Well, like I said, it's
typical... I don't know who these artists are. It's like why these people? Why do you need a rap song?
Well, then again, this is a fucking Hollywood film. I mean, when are they not going to try and shove off, the next big new thing? Which, if they're up and coming, okay, that's fine. Again, I can safely say, even for us too, it's like we can't judge these guys in terms of what they've done before because we never heard of them, and quite frankly, it's not our place. But for what it is, the song itself, having heard it and seen the music video, it's passable. I think that's the nicest thing I could say. It's not
apparently Khalifa has sampled Sonic songs in the past. So it has some connection. Again, I don't know who the hell this guy is. I don't mean disrespect to them. It's just I don't know who you are. I really don't.
Then again, I'm a guy who lives in the middle of nowhere, so you
got plenty of spare time.
Exactly. So that's my fault.
And the next bit.
I mean, again,
there was a press conference and a premiere day for it, and Jim Carrey, James Marsden, Ben Schwartz, they were all there and even answered questions.
Yeah, I'll just quickly round up about the song thing. Is that basically, like I said, I heard the song and it's passable. Like, put it this way, it's like when the first two Transformers movies came out, they got Linkin Park to do a lot of the songs, which, quite frankly, you hear the songs and you look at the music videos of them compared to the movies, you're thinking, were you just on two different sides of the world? Because they don't fit in whatsoever. Like, I remember New Divide and...
New Divide was made exclusively for the soundtrack of Revenge of the Fallen.
It was, although... Again, when you look at the music video of that, I mean, it's weird. They do this weird technique where it's like when you're watching something and it digitally messes up, but it keeps playing, so you get that sort of weird pixel smearing effect, which technically I think that's fascinating, although I don't know how the hell they did it. And even Let It Go, they treated like, the scenes with like sitting in front of a desk, like Jesus Christ type thing. I'm thinking, why are they doing this? This has got nothing to do with Michael Bay's Transformers. So I don't know. It just happens. You get some band that wants to be a part of the film. Maybe sometimes they have no connection to the material that they're doing, but if they do a thing, they do it. That's it. So like I said, I've got nothing against these guys. I thought the music video was fine enough. It's weird because I don't see them. It's weird, speaking of music videos, you don't see them that often anymore. I mean, a lot of the Marvel movies don't have those type of things, weirdly enough.
No.
So it is kind of cute to see this type of thing, but, passable. Like I said, it's not going to grate on my ears, so it's fine with me.
As I said earlier, there was a press conference and a premiere day. I feel a bit winded. Why do I feel winded? Yeah, Q&A. Apparently one little girl made some people cry, saying that very deep. All actors there. Like a big family day event, including little kids. Well, there's a little girl dressed as that female outfit at Halloween, doing a little fun run. Yeah, the blue carpet event, as it were.
Yeah, I did see it.
One thing I don't get: why the fuck was it a taco truck?
I think that's a tie into Jack in the Box thing. I think that's the deal.
It's chili dogs. How do you fuck that up? That's a one big fuck up of the entire thing. Why tacos? There's a brand called Sonic that sells chili dogs, and you can't get that right.
I'm gonna say, I mean, they're still around, aren't they? That restaurant, Sonic.
Sonic's still around. They still sell chili dogs. Even other places sell. You could do tying with Checkers, and they'll still have chili dogs.
Oh boy!
But no. Hashtag Sonic loves tiny tacos. What the fuck?
Oh, I don't know. I'd be surprised if they do it over here, though. So who knows?
No, hopefully you actually get a decent brand on time with Burger King, KFC. No, but probably Taco Bell. Give them something to do, because I don't see tacos found off the shelves in the UK really.
No, I mean, they are here, but I don't really think they're a big deal. Like you said, if they do a McDonald's tie-in, I mean, that'd be kind of fun, because we haven't seen a Sonic tie-in Happy Meal thing for ages. I mean, what was the last one? Like Heroes Time or whatever?
It was around the Heroes. They had 3 different sets of those little portable LCD toys. Like 3 different sets. The first one was Heroes, second one was more Sega, third one was getting more Sega. Because why? Because you gotta beat the line to get the fucking Monkey Ball LCD game. And the last little update that came, I think, just today, quote unquote Teen Sonic, because that's what they're calling it, has been added, or going to be added to Sonic Forces Speed Battle. Yeah. Teen Sonic. Hard light. I love you guys. Great games, very addictive at times. I normally play it on the bog anyway. Sonic is already a teenager. Who the fuck are you talking about?
I think it's trying to differentiate itself.
Movie Sonic. You got classic Sonic because he's the classic design. This is movie Sonic, so it's a movie design. Get it right. Change it. It's not that hard. Change the text. Change the script to say movie Sonic. It's not that hard.
I don't think it's their choice. I think it's the case of this is what's written on the brief. Do it.
Yeah, well, fuck that.
Oh god, I can imagine you working for them. You'd just be the one, the contradicting thing. Actually, no, we're not leaving this meeting room until we get this right.
I'm passionate. Okay, that's why. Yes, I'm passionate about this franchise. I like to see it succeed. I like to have my input on certain aspects because they keep fucking it up. And especially when the Sega has these mandates of what is supposed to be Sonic, that fucked up a lot of things. Outside of that, we had a couple of minute-long clips. First one is Fish on Head.
Yeah, that gag.
And the second one was the little cute robot that destroyed the car.
Yeah, apparently there's a bit where he has to drive a car and, as you said, ruins it.
No, the part where the little robot cuts the roof of the car off.
Oh, right, the bit with after the attack of I guess what you want to call it, I don't know, what do you call Robotnik's truck thing, whatever you want to call it.
The egg tumbler.
Okay.
It looks like the tumbler from Batman Begins.
All right, then, fair enough. We'll go with that.
The egg tumbler.
Yeah, the egg tumbler, which turns into different things.
And furthermore on this, we're seeing a lot, and I mean a lot of marketing push for this. There's posters.
I was out in York, and they put regular buses, and I've got adverts for it.
Yeah, there's a bus literally coated in Sonic the Hedgehog movie. There's I think in New York or LA, there's big walls. You got that, and escalators going down to the underground trains.
Yeah, I saw them. Yeah,
just coated on the side, Sonic, Robotnik. It's everywhere. There's a big marketing push, and I suspect Paramount has good faith in the film.
Because they have. I mean, one other thing we could talk about.
It's the one I think, like, they knew they'd fucked up by having the original designs, especially when in the general audience. didn't like it, so they had to push it back. When the redesign trailer came out, everyone loved it. It's like, yes, this is more faithful to the original design. It's not creepy, it's more expressive, it looks cartoony because Sonic isn't realistic, so to say. He's an alien.
Well, again, it's a hyper. You take something that is essentially is a cartoon character and shove him in the real world, and it's kind of getting that perfect balance of, okay, how much do we keep of the exaggerated stuff versus what you would need to make him look like to fit in, at least to fit in the world we know of.
Yeah, but even so, you can have overly expressive eyes, like, okay, large eyes. It's like, okay, where does it say that it has to be regular shaped eyes? That's one rule when it comes. When I heard this rule, I heard this rule once. I think it was in Face Off or a different design team that makes the prosthetics that go on faces, like Doctor Who and all that. Okay. Doctor Who gets away with it because it was made at a time where it was cheap to actually make humanoid looking stuff. The rule of design alien is don't go for humanoid straight away.
Yeah.
You can have exaggerated aspects of the design. But as I was saying, my little theory is because of the reception for the redesign was so positive, they have good faith in this to get this like several $1 million marketing everywhere.
Yeah, I mean,
and for order to break even, the film needs to make $30 million on its weekend, and it's looking and it's projected to make $40 million. And that'll put some profit into it, but we need to put. And everyone who disagreed with the original design, got the new design, get a ticket. You owe it to this film.
Yeah, I mean, this is, again, we'll probably talk about this when we do over the pre-movie thought thing, but this is the thing that surprises me. I mean, we talked about this before, like everybody first thought the first trailer was like a marketing ploy, like they did this on purpose, like we know this is about to just get you talking and we'll show you the real thing, which I really doubt that. I mean, like you said here, they pumped a lot of money into this, and I'm kind of curious, in the midst of that, because we know obviously at one point they had, marketing stuff and toys ready for the previous designs. And of course, they're probably just in the bin now or just somewhere else. I'd be surprised if they...
No, they actually they sold that Sonic Halloween costume. They sold that.
Oh, yeah, the Halloween, that's the one thing. Yeah, the Halloween costume thing, that's the only thing that came out of it.
Yeah, because the packaging design used the leaked beta designs.
Yeah.
So like it's still creepy, but at least it wasn't photorealistic creepy.
Yeah, but then again, that's what I'm curious about, is particularly if they put a lot of money into the marketing of this film, I'm kind of curious, particularly in the midst of, having the redesign, how much of that they had to change, wouldn't it cost a lot more to then having to change all the banners and whatever stuff? And essentially, you have to take out the main character and then put the new version of him on. That's the main thing. And even right up to even Christmas, they were doing Christmas ads. They even did one for, Sonic with the Dreidel. There you go. So again, I'm kind of curious how much effort they're putting into this, because I did read about apparently Paramount's not done very well with some of their other stuff. I mean, the Terminator film came and that flopped for different reasons, not because of, women's lib or whatever nonsense. We'll go into that. But it's kind of weird that they're pushing this particularly, because I think really what happened, we all know that essentially because of the reaction, like one of the trailers they put out, they put a video people's reaction to the new trailer. So by
no
then it
one
was
a
like,
Sonic
right,
fan.
we're totally
no one was a Sonic tuber whatsoever.
Like that. And from that, obviously, we've then started to see much more of it, showcasing off that and people's interest and whatever. And I'm not sure. I mean, it's weird to think, because we think about these type of movies. Again, the point of this film is that this is going to be a quote-unquote family movie. This is, your talking animal gets into hijinks with a human character type film. We get them all the time. They're going one ear and out the other. And a lot of them, like I said, they're forgotten. And we see them on TV years later and go like, oh yeah, that bloody weird thing. Nobody cared about that. So it's weird that they're really pushing with this with the Sonic movie. And again, if it does well enough, like I said, if they want to get that high percentage to make a profit, obviously then the first reaction is, right, we need a sequel. And there's even talks of doing supposedly a trilogy, because that's always a buzzword with movie industries.
Yeah, right.
Movies,
trilogies of films are always a thing. Even Dragon Ball Evolution was planned as a trilogy. The Power Rangers movie was planned as a trilogy. Yeah. It's always plans to make it. That's why you always have a freaking cliffhanger at the end. And it's a rule, especially when you're starting out at doing in a first installment of a film, franchise, game, whatever. Don't end on a cliffhanger, for fuck's sake.
Well, that's the problem because they do that because they're not because they always think, well, if this runs, we need to have some sort of note to continue on afterwards. And half the time, they never follow up. I mean, so many we can name so many games and
I'm
movies that
still
have done
waiting on
that.
Super Mario Bros. 2, you know.
That's
Here's
dead in the
a good
water.
example. Here's a good example. Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl did not have a cliffhanger. It had an
No,
open ending because he's got the pearl back. He's got a crew. He has the compass. All right, he's the captain again. Fine, open
mm,
ended. You can do what the hell you like with it. At least it had closure.
mm.
Dead Man's
That's
Chest
the
had a
thing.
fucking cliffhanger. Oh, Jack's been taken by the Kraken. The pearl's been destroyed, and Barbossa's back from the dead. Credits. What the
Yeah,
fuck just happened?
here we go again. Come back next time. Yeah, I mean, so many of these, what we consider franchise, they never start like this. They're always just make one thing. If it does well, maybe we can do another one. That's how it always works.
Yeah,
It's never.
I think the Spider-Man films don't have cliffhangers. They're open ended. Like especially
Mm,
Spider-Man 1 and 2, they don't have cliffhangers.
no. And
I
again,
think the
there's a
first one
difference
had a little
between,
bit, but
if
not
you
much.
know in advance, you're going to get a sequel anyway, that's when you do the whole it's over or is it type bullshit ending.
Yeah. So
So that's been a thing for years, that is.
so if the ending's gonna be I keep saying Eggman, whatever. Eggman in Mushroom Hill when he put his bald mustache is gone completely to hell, and
Yeah, and
is
he's got his quill, so he's obviously going to do something with that.
yeah. So that's probably the open-ended things. Like, yeah, this is how it happened. But the difference is this is based on a established franchise. They're basically
Mm,
taking its own way with it.
mm,
That whatever. About what another at time of this recording, we've got another let's see 16 days.
mm.
No, it's not 16, 17 days until
Yeah, this
the
is already going to be a time capsule in itself. So
yeah.
what we say here, what we think the movie's going to be about, will probably change by the time we see it. But
I
we
think I
will
have
talk about
I think we
that.
all have the entire plot in our heads. We're just going to see what fills in the gaps.
Well, that's it. Well, that's the thing. I mean, I think it's fair to say that most of us are going in. We kind of know where it's going to go. We know kind of what sort of beats this is going to end up doing. It's the case of how it's done and is it entertaining or not. That's all that matters.
The giant chase is not going to happen until the third act, isn't it?
Yeah, that's probably going to be the end. I mean, normally you help. That's the thing. Your third act's where you just go ape shit and just throw all the fireworks out.
Well, especially in Revenge of the Fallen. I mean, that just went non-stop. Yep. Whenever Valentine's Day, February, Sonic the Hedgehog. I still don't like the logo. I really don't.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
hate
that's
that.
the one thing you can say,
Uh,
Mister. I do fan made logos for quite a thing, so
I
he has
hate.
a.
I don't mind the C having the spikes in it, but at least get the S right, or at least have the hedgehog expand to the freaking ends of Sonic.
Yeah,
I can criticize a logo all freaking day.
yeah, you would.